Some foods you eat can make you gain weight, but there are other foods that can help you gain muscle. Today, I'm going to share 14 muscle building foods to help build muscle fast. So, when you go to the gym, your muscles are broken down, and that is just part of the muscle building process. Afterwards, you need to build your muscles back up bigger and stronger by giving your body protein, carbohydrates, and fats to maintain or grow your muscles. The first on the list is chicken breasts. Chicken breast is one of the greatest sources of protein. For every 100 grams of chicken breast, there is 31 grams of protein and 3.6 grams of fat. Chicken breasts are naturally very lean and contain vitamin B or niacin and B6. Vitamin B is useful for protein metabolism, which is responsible for protein synthesis, for growth and repair of the muscles. The second on the list is eggs. As you may already know, an egg has a lot of protein. There is 6.3 grams of protein in a large egg and 5 grams of fat. It is also low in calories. Egg whites contain protein, iron, and zinc. Protein, as you know, is needed for growth and repair. Iron can reduce fatigue and improve muscular endurance. Zinc supports the immune system by enabling the body to make proteins and DNA. The yolk contains minerals such as calcium and zinc. It also has cholesterol, which keeps testosterone levels high, which gives the person leaner mass and less fat. Number 3 on the list is salmon. For every 100 grams of salmon there is 25 grams of protein and 12 grams of fat. It also contains a rich source of omega-3, DHA and EPA. Omega-3 helps with muscle and joint recovery for after exercise. DHA and EPA help to reduce muscle soreness and can reduce inflammation. Number 4 on the list is lean beef. For every 100 grams of lean beef, there is 20.8 grams of protein and 4.5 grams of fat. Lean beef has natural creatine, which improves performance levels by giving your body more energy. It is also high in protein, but contains cholesterol and saturated fat. This increases testosterone and has a high biological value, meaning it is easier to digest and absorb into the muscle cells. Number 5 on the list is pork tenderloin. Pork tenderloin has a high protein to fat ratio. For every 100 grams of pork tenderloin, there is 31.5 grams of protein and 3.5 grams of fat. Pork tenderloin contains vitamin B12 and B6, which reduces tiredness and fatigue and can help with part of a healthy lifestyle. Number 6 on the list is protein powder. The best protein powder is whey isolate, as it has the best protein to fat ratio and can be used in protein shakes. This is most effective for after a workout where you need the amino acids to rebuild your muscle. After the muscle has been broken down, for every 25 grams of protein powder, there is 21 grams of protein. The carbohydrate and fat content is minimal. Overall, protein shakes are convenient for getting in a high amount of protein in a short amount of time, and it is very easy to make. Number 7 on the list is tuna. For every 100 grams of tuna, there is 23.5 grams of protein, and the carbohydrate and fat content is less than 1 gram. Tuna is abundant in omega-3 fatty acids, which can help lower cholesterol, boost brain function, and improve eye health. Now that we have discussed the foods that are high in protein, we will move on to carbohydrates that will help with the nutrients needed for muscle building, and it'll also give you more energy in the gym. So number 8 on the list is sweet potatoes. For every 100 grams of sweet potato, there is 21.3 grams of carbohydrates and 1.2 grams of protein, and a low amount of fat. Sweet potatoes are high in fiber, beta-carotene and antioxidants. Beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A, which supports a good vision and immune system. Fiber and antioxidants help remove free radicals and bad fat from the body. Number 9 on the list is quinoa. For every 100 grams of boiled quinoa, there is 18.8 grams of carbohydrates, 3.9 grams of protein, and 1.7 grams of fat. Quinoa is good for post-workout food. For a carbohydrate, it is high in protein and contains amino acids, magnesium, and iron, which promotes protein synthesis. Number 10 on the list is oatmeal. Oatmeal can be used in oatmeal porridge. The oats used for the porridge is rolled oats. For every 100 grams of rolled oats, there are 60 grams of carbohydrates and 11 grams of protein. There are other oats such as steel cut and instant oats. Oatmeal porridge can be eaten with golden syrup and fruits, for example, bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and other fruits for a tasty breakfast. Number 11 on the list is brown rice. For every 100 grams of brown rice, there is 25.5 grams of carbohydrates, 2.73 grams of protein, and 0.96 grams of fat. In comparison with white rice, brown rice has higher fiber and antioxidants, which can lead to better digestion. Brown rice also has slightly more protein than white rice. There are also some vegetables that can be used for muscle building and staying lean. So, for number 12 on the list, it is peas. For every 100 grams of peas, there is 9 grams of carbohydrates, 5.5 grams of protein, and 0.8 grams of fat. Peas has amino acids that can help build muscle mass from resistance training, which can lead to greater muscle growth. Number 13 on the list is broccoli. For every 100 grams of broccoli, there is 3.2 grams of carbohydrates, 4.3 grams of protein, and 0.6 grams of fat. Broccoli is low in calories and is a good option if you're trying to cut out fat. Broccoli contains minerals like potassium, calcium, and selenium. Potassium allows your muscles to work effectively. Selenium encourages the body to produce hormones which promotes muscle growth and reduces the stress on the body. And finally, number 14 on the list, Popeye's favourite food, spinach. For every 100 grams of spinach, there is less than 0.5 grams of carbohydrates, 2.8 grams of protein, and 0.6 grams of fat. There was a reason why spinach resulted in Popeye having huge biceps. Spinach is very nutrient dense and includes minerals like iron and calcium, and vitamins such as vitamin A, C, and K1. Spinach can be used in many different meals like an omelette, pasta dishes, and even smoothies to help a well-up balanced diet. Here is a list of the 14 muscle building foods. Number 1, chicken breasts. Number 2, eggs. Number 3, salmon. Number 4, lean beef. Number 5, pork tenderloin. Number 6, protein powder. Number 7, tuna. Number 8, sweet potato. Number 9, quinoa. Number 10, oatmeal. Number 11, brown rice. Number 12, peas. Number 13, broccoli. And the last one, number 14, spinach. So, which one was your favourite? Comment your favourite below. The great thing about this list is you can mix and match the foods to make delicious meals. For example, for breakfast you can have oatmeal and fruit to start your day. For lunch you can have sweet potatoes, chicken, and spinach to give you energy throughout the day. If you want, you can include a sauce like sour cream to give the meal more flavour. For dinner, you can have brown rice, lean beef, eggs and peas, and some spices or sauces to fit your taste. When coming up with meal ideas, think of your daily calorie, protein, carbohydrate, and fat content. Also think about things like how good it tastes, and can you do this consistently while training in the gym? Now, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, click subscribe, and say I subscribed in the comment section, and I will reply or like your comment below. If there is anything you would like me to discuss in future videos, comment below. It could be about training tips, meal planning, and daily routines, and anything else you can think of. And that's everything for this video. I'll see you in the next one.